Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
And now finally that base hit breaks a string of 11 straight that he had retired. He was starting to look invincible out there.
A.J. Pierzynski will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean, everything.
Hit to short. Cano for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jace Peterson.
Jace Peterson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
0-1. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Braves go down without a whimper here. Adam Lind comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. Well, that has to be a concern.
Inciarte is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
At the plate, Seth Smith. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. Leonis Martin will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Jim Johnson is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Bourne. He gets there, and that's the second out.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Johnson is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. The speedy Michael Bourne will start things out when we come back. 5 innings complete. The Mariners are on top, 4-2. And there, in fact, is the speedy Mr. Bourne. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Hernandez is ready. Here's the 2-0. Hit hard on the ground to second, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Digging in to try it again, Ender Inciarte. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Aoki over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Here's Eric Ibar now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
The 1-0 pitch. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Oh, he goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. After it is Martin. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Freddie Freeman will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And that misses for ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for Atlanta. Still down by a count of 4-2. Ketel Marte will get things going here in the Mariners' sixth as he'll step in to lead off the inning.
Ketel Marte.
Ball one. Lifted the other way out to left center. Bourne on the run. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Nori Aoki steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Drilled on the ground to short. Ibar has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Third baseman number 15, Kyle Seager.
Kyle Seager stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. On the ground up the middle. Ibar towards second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Nick Markakis is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Hit out towards second. Cano has it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Third baseman.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. Well, that sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Kelly Johnson will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Hernandez gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Nick Swisher will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Braves.
They
Nelson Cruz will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
That misses, 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Still 2-2. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here! A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Adam Lind ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Fielder number 7, Seth Smith.
Seth Smith stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Leonis Martin will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
That's inside. 2-0. 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taking 2.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Chris Iannetta is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And Iannetta can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Inciarte's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 5-2 Seattle. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch swinging here as this is on the ground for the second baseman, Cano. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Look at our line score there from Safeco Field in Seattle. And thus far, local fans have had a lot to cheer about as their Mariners lead this one here in the 8th. Jace Peterson will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ballgame. Michael Bourne will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ballgame are growing dimmer by the batter.
Seager in foul ground, and that ends the inning. Ketel Marte digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher to tell you about here, and it's the hard-throwing right-hander Alexi Ogando. Into the box now, Ketel Marte, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. Tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside, it's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Might have had him geared for the fastball there because it didn't look like he was expecting the break at the end. You can see on pitch track, that thing moved a good 9 inches.
Here's Nori Aoki. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play, and they're going to take care of him at first.
First delivery to him on the way. Out in front of it, strike 1. Now a drive that'll carry over the head of Ibar into left center, a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, it was a 2-strike breaking ball that he hit out of here, so we'll see if they go a different direction if they get him to 2 strikes again.
In there, no balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Mariners leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Back now in the beautiful Pacific Northwest as we're set for what's left of this one from Safeco Field. Steve Cishek is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 31, Steve Cishek.
Striding in to start the 9th, Ender Inciarte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Liner towards second, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man does his job here to start the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And it's quickly 0-2. Cishek pauses. Here it is on 0-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. The hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. The win would belong to Felix Hernandez if the lead holds up. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and the Braves now are down to their final strike.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Martin is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
And guys, the Mariners were given a great boost by the start turned in by this man, Felix Hernandez. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 5-2. Good night from Seattle.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For Atlanta, 2 runs on 5 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.